Hello everyone, today we're going to show you how to replace your air filter on your Acura NSX NC1. Now both sides are symmetrical, so what that means is that we're just going to show you how to do one side because it's going to apply to the second side. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm wearing a soft shirt and some shorts. I'm not wearing jeans. I don't have anything that could scratch the car because we're going to be lightly leaning over the car. We're not going to be touching it, but just in case you do, you don't want to have some pants or anything like that that could scratch the car. All right, let's open up the back of the vehicle and we're going to gain access. Once you gain access, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove this engine cover. Again, both sides are pretty much the same. We're going to start off with this side. It's being held by some rubber grommets, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just gently, I'm going to go right here and just pull up like that. All right, using a 5.5 millimeter socket, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and loosen up this clamp. All right, we got 4 clips. Most of them are easy, but the one back here is hard, but the first ones are pretty easy. You just undo them like that, pop them out, and then when you start getting to the ones in the back, that's when they start becoming to be a pain. And this is where I learned a little trick, is if you come at it from this side of the car, like this, if you come in from this angle right here with your left hand, if you hug the pipe with your thumb, you could get it. Boom. Okay, the next thing we have to do is we have to take off this hose off of the air filter top cover. And this is the best tool I have ever purchased. It's used to take apart hoses, but I use it on the other side and it works great for this one too. So you put it in the middle, right? And then let's see if I could do it or at least could film it. And look at that, guys. It just pulls it off. It would be a lot harder to do that with your hand, but that tool makes it easy. All right, being careful with the wires and everything, you're gonna just slowly, and what I mean by slowly, you're just gonna kind of gently just start navigating this out. We don't wanna scratch anything. All right, now that I have the air filter like this, being gentle, I'm gonna grab the air filter and I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna gently put this down and bring it out. Now, your options are a little limited with the NC1. You could buy the OEM filter, which is the best filter, but you don't get that suction sound. Then you get the K&N filter, which is a good filter. I've been using it in all my cars, and you get a great suction sound. And then people talk about the green filter, but I looked at the website, I'm not sold. And then there was a set of BMC filters, which I wanted, but I couldn't find anywhere online. And BMC filters are awesome because they come standard on Porsche's GT3 RSs and GT2 RSs and other really high-end cars, but I couldn't find a BMC filter for the NC1, so we're going with the K&N because it's still a good filter. All right, it's time for us to look at the bottom of the air box to make sure we don't have any pebbles, to make sure that it's clean. So what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of alcohol down here on a little alcohol pad, you know, swish it around, clean up the area. And you see it's kind of dirty, and then I follow up with the dry one and just clean. Okay, it's time for us to put our air filter in. Remember, being careful with the wires connected to the top of the air box. We're just gonna slide this in here, and we just wanna make sure that it sits here correctly and that our silver tabs are not gonna be in the way when we set down the top of the box. And also, a little suggestion here is try not to force the box down because you could hurt the pleats of the air filter. So just gently, you know, move it around until you feel that it's situated. And now I'm going to show you a little trick I learned from my GT4. So this is what Porsche uses when they're working on their air box and they're ducking, and it's this kind of like grease, and it's specifically made and for the ducking, the air ducting of the GT4 to seal it, but it's also good to lubricate and also helps you to slide on rubber hoses. It's just a really cool trick I've learned. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I might have a tiny bit too much, but it's okay, it's not a bad thing, is I'm gonna go all around here. All right, as much as I can, not too much. Here, let me take some of that off, like that. See if I go all the way around. Okay, and now when we slide this over, it's gonna slide over, but it's also gonna be a really good seal. And what we're doing is we're just using tricks that we've learned from other manufacturers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock down one side and start to put this hose in here just to get it started, like that. Boop. And now I'm gonna unlock it again, and I just wanna make sure everything's positioned and that all the silver tabs are out. All right, now that we've unclipped them after we put the hose, now we're gonna go ahead and clip them down. All right, so I got my left hand on this one, I'm leaning, and boom, we got it. All right, this last one is really hard. I've got big hands and it is really difficult to get this in here, so let me keep trying here. All right, we figured out how to do it and it's quite awesome. All right, so what I have is some wire here and I bent it like this and looped it at the bottom. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook the clip and we're gonna use this to latch it over and you guys will actually hear it. All right, let's do it. All right, I got it. Boom, and it's clicked. Woohoo! All right, we're now going to tighten this one down. And the cool thing is, and the crazy thing is that I haven't seen a cool bolt like this in a long time. It's a certain length, so like, you know how much to tighten it down. You can't tighten it anymore. It's really cool design in my opinion. And then we're just gonna go a little bit, not He-Man, but boom, just like that. And then we're gonna put our cover back on, and this should be the easy part, where we just kind of align it, put the grommets in, and that's it. All right, so this would have been an actual 10-minute complete job if it wasn't for the one in the back. And we have a huge mess because we tried to do everything to get it, but I am proud that we figured it out. Well guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you want to get that one tool, if you want to get this tool right here, it will be on Amazon, affiliate link in the description. And guys, really appreciate you watching. You take care, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.